Yeah, there's sort of like different kind of schools of thought when it comes to business. So when I was first sort of thinking about my team, who I wanted to work with, be like, don't work with anyone don't work with your friends in terms of like building a team like a manager, or or don't work with family. The
Mm,
people say, family and money, they never mix.
mm,
You should never mix them. But you're someone that's done it quite effortlessly. How?
mm. Oh, do you know what? Like with the trainers, it's very simple. You have a time, you show up, you do your workout, and you get paid. So it's quite clear cut. If you start cancelling on me or not turning up for your workout, you're not just letting me down, you're letting the 8,500 members of the squad down because you're on that timetable and they expect you to be there. So luckily, all of them have the same work ethic in the sense of I've got to be there at this time. And we've done, we behind the scenes, there's been some mad moments where like, I've had to look after Sinead's kids at 6 a.m., like, or we've had to like run to each other's houses to do workouts or, like things like that just to make the workout. And I think that with family and friends, you need to keep the guidelines pretty clear, in a sense, and understand what the boundaries are. Like, actually, I had my brother, for example, he's doing the decorating at my gym, and the other day, as he does, he just as a young boy, not young, he's 27, but went out, had a few too many, and didn't turn up the next day. So I sacked him off the job, and I was like,
Wow.
do you know what? You can go. Bye. Like with and I got someone else into it. Um, I didn't permanently sack him. I texted him
Yeah, it was
2 days
like a
later and
kind
I
of
said, you
like a
can come.
lesson.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want you to think for 2 days now that you've been sacked. And I want you to understand. And I wasn't horrible, but I said, I want you to be successful and I want your business to be successful. And whether I'm your sister or whether I'm somebody else,
Mm.
I'm paying you to do a job. If you're agreed to be somewhere at a certain time, then be there. Plenty of times I've done workouts here. I have actually done lives where I had too much to drink. I'm on many times I've been on 2 hours sleep and I'm still doing a 7 a.m. workout. Or like I've had times where I was throwing up in the bathroom 10 minutes before the workout and I still did it. Like because if you say you're going to be somewhere, if you say you're going to do something, it's important to do that. And I think um, generally that is, I've only had a couple of hiccups with my friends and my family, and the benefit has been, has massively outweighed any of the cons. And I think it's, do you have mutual respect? If there's not mutual respect, then it's not going to work. But for me, like in a pandemic, who would I rather make sure is okay? Obviously, first and foremost is the people around me. Like you want to make sure your brother, your sister, your friends, your cousins, or whatever are able to put food on their tables, and then off the back of that, you can roll it out to others. So yeah, touch woods. So far, it's been all right.
I think I want to pick up on like the mutual respect, because I feel like that's so important when you're trying to build a team, and trying to find the people that are kind of best sort of aligned with you, your morals, and what you're doing. It's about having that respect. And the first team that I ever had was all wrong. They were all wrong. So, and it was kind of all out of, I guess, desperation. When you're in a position where you really want something, I so badly wanted to be on the radio, I so badly wanted to be a DJ, that kind of almost like the first person that really approached me, I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's do it, without kind of thinking, even though there was like little red flags, like, they wouldn't get back to me for 6 weeks, or, the contract and stuff wasn't right, the company was too big for the size of little old me. And then when I got my first agent, they took me on as a favor. Like, now I know in hindsight that, if someone takes you on as a favor or does anything for you as a favor in that sense, when there's money involved, then they're probably not going to do the job that they need to do. And then I had a publicist that, I wasn't able to afford their full rate, so she let me do it for a smaller rate, but then she palmed me off to the intern. So like every sort of like foundation layer was just completely off and completely wrong. And I kind of look back at that and I can kind of pinpoint all those sort of little areas of why it didn't work, it was because the manager wasn't right for me. It was because the agent, you know, didn't really want to take me on. It's because the publicist, I didn't have enough money to pay her for it.